Welcome to my YouTube channel, Accounting with Francisco. In my channel, I am going to focus on ordinary level and advanced level accounting lessons. I hope that you will find my channel very useful. Today, I am going to talk about rectification of errors, a lesson which many of ordinary level and advanced level students find it very difficult. And at the end of my videos, I hope that you will get a clear understanding on rectification of errors. Okay, let's get this started. Rectification of errors. Accounting is expected to provide accurate information to stakeholders in making decisions. So that is the main basic objective of accounting, to provide the information to stakeholders for making decisions. However, errors may occur when business transactions are recorded in primary books or posted to the ledger, when balancing accounts, as well as when extracting balances for the trial balance. Therefore, such errors should be corrected before financial statements are prepared. Errors can take place at any stage of the accounting process due to the following reasons: employing staff without knowledge and experience, forgetting transaction due to non-attending on them, changing transaction nature purposefully with idea of frauds. So now, mm, before starting this lesson, you must have a clear understanding on the accounting process. Do you know what is the basic accounting process? Our basic accounting process is like this. The first step is occurrence of a transaction. For example, purchase of goods rupees 25,000 on credit basis. So that is a transaction. After that, the second step is preparation of source document. So from the transaction, we are preparing the source document. What is the source document for credit purchase? Purchase invoice. The third step is posting transaction to the primary books. So from the source document, we are going to post the transaction to the primary books. After that, the fourth step is recording transaction in ledger accounts. So after recording the transaction in the ledger accounts, the fifth step is balancing the ledger account. So we are going to take the balance board forward of all the accounts. The next step is preparing of a trial balance. So after we are balancing all the ledger accounts, we are preparing a summary that is called a trial balance. And the next step is, the final step is preparation of financial statement. So this is the basic accounting process. After that, when posting transaction, mistake can be made for various reasons. Mistakes that occur when posting transaction can be divided into two main categories as follows: errors affecting the agreement of trial balance, errors not affecting the agreement of trial balance. So, errors affecting the agreement of trial balance. I will explain simply this by an example. Um, when you pay electricity bill rupees 20,000, what is the double entry according to Luca Pacioli? The double entry is electricity expense account debit, cash account credit, because electricity is an expense. Expense increases in debit side. Cash is an asset. So when an asset decreases is creditor. Now think that by mistake the credit entry has been omitted. So in order to rectify that error, what we must do? Simple. First of all, we must credit rupees 20,000 to the cash account. And where should we debit? So we are going to open a temporary account called suspense account. When there are errors affecting the agreement of trial balance, the suspense account is created. The next one is errors not affecting the agreement of trial balance. Assume a purchase invoice of rupees 25,000 has been completely omitted from the books. So what is the double entry to record credit purchase according to Luca Pacioli? Purchase account debit, creditors account credit. So when this transaction is omitted, how to rectify this error? Purchase account must be debited and creditors account must be credited by 25,000 each. So we will discuss about these two type of errors in detail during the next videos. For now, just have a basic understanding. This is very important. Please note that when there are errors not affecting the agreement of trial balance, the trial balance can still balance. The trial balance shows only arithmetical accuracy of ledger accounts balance. In other words, it only ensures that all debits and corresponding credits have been recorded in the ledger. However, the accuracy of the whole accounting process cannot be confirmed by a trial balance because it doesn't disclose some errors which affect the debits amount and credits amount equally. So, when a trial balance is balancing, we cannot ensure that the whole accounting process is clear. When a trial balance is balancing, we cannot ensure that the whole accounting process is clear. Let us get a clear understanding about this with a work example. Assume that Devmi is selling goods on credit basis rupees 500,000, but mistakenly she records them in both accounts as rupees 50,000. Now let's see the immediate impact when we are selling goods on credit basis. According to Luca Pacioli, the double entry is debtors account debit, sales account credit. Now here what we have done is Devmi has recorded them as 50,000 in both accounts. That means she has understated the above transaction by rupees 450,000. Now see this. When we sell goods, our debtors balance is debited by 50,000 and the sales is credited by 50,000. But the original figure should be 500,000. However, see this. The trial balance is still balancing. But what should we have recorded here? 500,000 and 500,000. So the correct balance would have been 650,000 and 650,000. But as we have recorded 50,000 in both sides, so as this is an error not affecting the agreement of trial balance is still balancing. So in order to make this more clear, I will show you after rectifying the above error, the impact of the trial balance is like this. Devmi has understated both trade receivable and sales figures in the general ledger accounts. Therefore, both figures are understated by rupees 450,000. This means that even though she has recorded about transaction incorrectly, the trial balance still balances. So this means that from the trial balance, we cannot ensure the accuracy of the accounting. Here the correct figure should be 500,000 and here also 500,000. So the correct balance should be 650,000, 650,000. But we have recorded it as 50,000 and 50,000. So the trial balance is still balancing 200,000 and 200,000. But now we see this 500,000, 500,000. And the correct balance should be 650,000, 650,000. So this means that even though trial balance is balancing the whole accounting process, we cannot confirm that the whole accounting process is accurate. Thank you very much for watching this video. Put a comment, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to get all new videos. Let's see you again with another video soon. Have a nice day.